just the way that it plays out, the women do make the men plates. And I
So you have the
appreciate
right
that. And that's
to
a
be doing it.
natural thing that always happens at those types of events where we don't even think about it. It's like, what you want? You want everything? Yeah.
And I was watching a little bit of the Joe Budden podcast, and I saw they had a dope, funny subject. They were talking about their Turkey Day recap, and they were just talking about different things that happen during Thanksgiving. So about like, how do you nominate who says the prayer? Like like the most random stuff like that. Like I don't know how it is for y'all, but for me, I usually just push that on to somebody else, but I don't know how it usually works in other families or things like that. How y'all's work?
That's pops a granddad. Yeah, it's like you just know.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna say it's a sign. It's a sign. It's the same people every year, and you can't take that prayer away from them.
Gotcha.
So
now,
and the prayer's gonna last a minute, and it's just yeah, that everybody plays their role, at least in my family.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If you don't know going into it that you're the prayer guy, then you're not the prayer guy. Yeah. Like, that's how I look at it. Like if you don't know, somebody will maybe throw, if somebody's not there or something like that. But nah, like for us, it's always just pops. He gonna say the prayer.
What were the alternatives? What were the different scenarios that could even play out? Because I feel like, I don't know, I've never been to a place where it's like, well, who's gonna do prayer?
Like I've had Thanksgiving at a couple different people's cribs, so it is always interesting. Like I remember going to the Dub or old teammate shit, and my cat's around like the neighborhood. So it's just like I know I've never had to do it. But I also like I guess I never really know, like you will go, cats will be praying at Thanksgiving, but I know they don't be going to no church. Like I know they don't, I don't even know if they believe in anything. I never heard them speak about nothing. But then Thanksgiving Day, I like to thank God for all this food. So it's always interesting to see kind of where people be at with it and stuff like that. But y'all do it where it's like what, ladies first, or is that a thing, kids last, or do the kids got their own table? I've seen it all in my 30-something years.
The one thing I do like about the Thanksgiving type of just the way that it plays out, the women do make the men plates. And I appreciate that. And that's a natural thing that always happens at those types of events where we don't even think about it. It's like, what you want? You want everything? Yeah. And you go sit down and your plate comes to you. And it's like, we don't realize how far away. I mean, it's not just Thanksgiving, but it's those scenarios where like that's a thing.
Oh, wow.
So I think that has, I didn't even think about how much that there's like a dichotomy like with our current culture and how you're like not supposed to be like, yeah, make me a plate or some people that's an everyday thing, but you know what I'm saying? Like I've kind of forgot about how like certain things like that roll out under special occasions or holidays. That's like, man, this is how it's supposed to be.
On the reg.
Reg.
Yeah. This shouldn't just be a once or twice a year thing. It should be, and it does come out naturally, like you said, especially when there's a lot of people there. Like if it's smaller, if it's just like my fam, where it's just like my parents, my bro and his girl, Maya and I. If it's just that, then she'll still offer it, but sometimes I may just grab it. Like it's not as apparent. I can't really even think about it, but I know that when I went down to her family's, you know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of people there. Then it's always like, yeah, what you want everything? She's gonna heat it up if it needs to be heated up, a little more, and then it's gonna be plated. It's gonna come to me on the couch, and I'm good.
It really is profound. Like we don't even, because you don't even say anything. It's not like, oh, go make me a plate, or like, yeah, you just go and sit, and they're glad, they're happy to do that, and then they're in the kitchen, they're talking like. I don't know. I think there is something there, and but we never, when we talk about the make a plate or the gender roles, we never even bring up the fact that we actually do have them and do them at certain occasions.
Like
there, it's
these are traditions. Like Everybody puts on the rules, the itinerary of the tradition. All of a sudden, we prayed over our food. All of a sudden, we want family to come over and eat. All of a sudden, we put our good Easter suit on. Like all of a sudden, we pulling up for tradition, but then 364 days of the year, what happens? Why are you offended when I say go get me a plate, please? Why are you not offended on Thanksgiving? I just want to know why. And why are we putting on? Why do we put our best suit on today? But why isn't every day, like, why am I only celebrating on certain days? Father's Day and Thanksgiving are the only days I can get a plate. Ouch. I'm expected to show up 365 days. Let's lay off. It's day one. Let's lay off.
So this is something I noticed. I see a difference in, like, when you have the conversation and you may point it out, and I'm not even sure if there was a specific conversation, but I've noticed that, like, even when I'm working, you know, if I'm working here and she may just be home that day, she's working from home, like, she'll bring a plate, you know, hey, you hungry? She'll bring a plate to me, to the table. It feel good, especially if I'm recording, like that show, you know what I mean? I'm in the middle of, yeah, bring me my plate. I'm letting y'all know, like, this is how it's supposed to be. Like, don't accept anything less. But it's just, and she honestly, I think, feels good about it. So it's weird how we get thrown off when it comes to gender roles in general, because I think it's like when it's forced on you, then it's... First and foremost, want to give a huge shout out to everybody that continues to tap in with us, like and subscribe and join our community. If you haven't already, please make sure that you do. We look forward to engaging in some dope combo with you that can help us all elevate. So like, subscribe, and maybe even share the video if you're feeling real generous. On that note, we'll let you get back to the video. See you soon. It's natural to push back on it, but almost, I think, women get to the point where they realize, like, nah, that makes me feel good, you know, serving my man. Like, that's you know what I mean? So
how do they get to that point, though, Dad?
They should have been had it, but their fathers probably never taught them and never forced them to, or, you know what I mean, had that energy, or their mothers, maybe they didn't see it. Maybe they just didn't see it, Joe. I don't know, but that should be natural.
They probably didn't see chivalry, but they sure as hell expect that.
Yeah. Some of them.
I don't know. I think with, it was like there was some experimentation. We experimented with stuff. We kept core of the, like you said, the traditions. It's like we're not going to get away from it the whole time, but just like 300 days. But the fact that we held the core, stayed the core, like, it was never a point where all of the women said, nah, the men are going to cook Thanksgiving, whatever. Or what, I mean, it could be that in certain households, but the script never flipped completely. It was only experimented on throughout, and then we never played with those things that were held true, like we wanted to hold on to. So that's why I think, even though we've veered away, what is it, like the prodigal son, you end up coming back. And so there's always something to come home to. There's always, like, the traditions you can have new traditions, but it's crazy how, like, those things were never really played with. Depending on the family. Obviously, not every family is the same, but each family held on to, like, what they where they started.
Is it when you're put in certain positions? Because even from, like, a protection standpoint, like, let's say, obviously that's our role, you know, we're protected. You may not realize that, or how hard your man will really go for you, until you may be in a situation, you know, where it has to you have to actually rely on his protection. Maybe it's like being put in a situation because maybe when we have a lot of people at Thanksgiving, she may not want to look bad in front of her family. While who's going to be the person that didn't bring their man a plate? You know what I mean? So maybe it's like that. But
who's going to be the person who didn't bring their man?
Yeah, I guess if you don't have a man, well, if you don't have a man, you need to be bringing 2 plates. Find find some of these little kids or something. You need some practice as far as doing something. There's somebody there that you can help out. There's somebody there. You gotta serve. Serving that's something. That's when you look at serving overall. You know, we serve in our roles. You know, it's really just about fulfilling your role. You know, and serving is part of them serving in their role. You know, that's them making us feel good. You know, we work hard, we come home. Like, that means something. That makes you feel good. I shouldn't have to go to a restaurant to have my food brought to me.
What happened? I feel like that's labeled and wrapped up in controlled, oppressed.
We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. I'm veering away from the black pill. I think we're bringing it back.
Okay.
It's natural. So we can fight it all we want. Just like women can fight all they want to be the breadwinner, you know, be the CEO, be whatever it is. But naturally, that woman, it may be at 30, it may be at 40, it may be at 50. There's going to come a certain point where she realizes, like, oh my God, I think I want to embrace more of this soft life.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's just natural, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It was good to see what y'all opinions is on that.
Yeah, serve your man.
It was low key profound.
Yeah, I'm about to. So you just changed up a shirt that I was getting ready to have made. I was gonna do appreciate men instead of appreciate men. It's serve your man.
Serve your man. Oh, serve your man. You on your fresh and fit.
Serve your man. That ain't fresh and fit. That's just what's crazy is that's how far gone we've got to the point where we think something as simple as that is fresh and fit. Nah, that's just that was just normal everyday life for granddad.
Yeah. They have some pictures. They have some shirts like that, something like that.
Serve your man.
It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon.